single word. I start the recording right now. The recording is going. Yes, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thanks, Eric. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Really pleased to have everyone here. It's incredibly short notice, but then again, that's the nature of this business. Everything turns on a dime. Everyone shows up, and just like that, you know, that's the amazing thing about, you know, networking. I think we've got a program that is it's excellent. All of you are familiar, obviously, with Forsage and all of the decentralized contracts out there. I think we're a little bit different. We've put in some effort to enhance earnings. So I think one of the key differences here is that instead of earning 2 levels, you'll be looking at 10 levels of earnings, right? Which means when you've got people in your network that are working with downlines that are 1,000 deep, 5,000 deep, and in our case, as far down as 90,000 deep, at least you're still incentivized to help. And I think that kind of grows the business tremendously. Payout is it's quite attractive. We've got a 50% payout for all direct referrals, no limit. Nothing is hidden. And remaining 50% goes up to 10 levels. So 100% is deployed into the contract. Nothing is skimmed off the top, not a single percentage. And I think that's fair distribution. So 50% is attractive for everyone to keep driving down 10 levels. I think that that aspect is pretty good. And the next thing that we've done, which is not done in any of the other contracts, is the fact that we cap all steps. There are 10 steps. First step is $30 or so, $35 today's price. We cap all earnings at 10x. Now, some of you probably earn $500,000 and $1 million a month, and then you're probably, you know, annoyed as hell and saying, why would you be capping my earnings? We actually just cap the step. So if it's a $30 step, when you hit $300, you have to upgrade and take the next position. Next position, say $60, right? In this instance. And then you've got a combined 60 and 30, you've got $90. So it's a $900 cap. You hit that cap, you've got to buy the third step. What it does for all of us is that it actually drives volume into the business. So you secure the first person, that person stays with you forever. You never lose him. He stays as your downline, as your referral, and you never lose him.
Your voice is breaking up.
Sorry. Is my voice breaking up for everyone as well?
No, I think it's good. Okay,
perfect. So yeah, I think so what happens is that when I sign someone up for $30, I think I'm kind of comfortable that I know he's going to put in all 10 steps, which is approximately $60,000 at this point. So it doesn't matter whether the person's in Africa, whether he's in the Philippines, whether he's in you know, maybe more developing markets, right? Where, you know, they can't always put 10 grand or 5 grand or even 1 grand. So as long as they're picking up $30, I know at some point he's got to pick up all 10 steps, and then I'm going to secure $60,000 from him. That makes us a little bit different. So we drive the business down, and then we drive it laterally. And this lateral push, I think, is what will make this run a lot longer and give all of you a lot more in earnings. So I'm gonna I don't know. Do you want the entire presentation? Do you want us to go page by page on a PowerPoint? Is that
Listen, I think you can go only to the slots, how much, because all of these people, we know smart contract, how it works. Yes. If perfect. You go to the presentation, how we can earn and benefit from it, it could be perfect.
Excellent.
So,
just go to contract. Through the important points or important slides.
Go ahead, Nadeem. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So my name is Nadeem. Just you know, brief introduction. I live in the UK. I've been in the industry for over 6 years. I've been in you know, professional for almost 15 years doing risk analysis. Very good with numbers. I've worked with major banks, and now I'm here presenting you this smart contract. So let's quickly get into the contract. It has got 10 steps starting from $35, let's say 1,000 Tron, and it works upwards towards up to 1 million Tron. Now, unlike other concepts, you don't buy both the programs separately. It only has one entry point. So you buy Easy 1 and Easy 10 gets activated automatically. So every time you're upgrading, you just upgrade Easy 1 and Easy 10 is automatically done. So here what happens, as soon as you have purchased, let's say 1,000 Tron, your amount gets split in two programs, Easy 1, Easy 10. Easy 1, 500 Tron goes to the direct referral. The remaining 500 of Easy 10 is divided in 10 levels above to 10 different people. So Easy 1 key points, very simple. 100% commission in Easy 1 sales goes to the direct sponsor, provided he's got the same step as the person who's coming in. So we look at it with an example. So if Mr. Red comes in and joins Mr. Blue, both come in with 1,000 Tron, the commission that Mr. Red makes is 500 Tron. That's 100% of Easy 1. Now, Mr. Blue decides to upgrade to the next step. So he buys the 2,000 Tron step as well, but Mr. Red has still not purchased it. Now, if you look at just this scenario, in any company that you've done, you make zero income. And plus what happens, your person moves towards somebody else's matrix. He goes and fills up somebody else's matrix, and you will get him back only after he finishes the cycle. Now, maybe he completes in time, maybe he doesn't complete it, never does it. It really depends. So there's a possibility you will lose that person. So in this scenario, if you've not purchased it, we are just talking about the direct commission here. You still get paid. Instead of 1,000, you get paid half of it, which is 500. And the remaining 500 gets passed on to somebody in the community who has already purchased that step. So suppose if I am your upline, I sponsor Eric. Eric brings in Simon. Now Simon has upgraded, but Eric did not. He will get half the commission of direct, so that's 25%. From 2,000, he will make 500 Tron, and the remaining 500 will be passed on to me as long as I have taken the second step. Clear? Now suppose he also upgrades again. Blue decides to go to the next step. Same scenario, red did not buy at this step. So in this case, the direct commission is 2,500, but it gets split. So half goes to him, half goes to somebody else above. Now, overall commission that Mr. Red made in this situation is 2,250, but potentially he could have made 4,000. So he actually lost 1,750 because he did not upgrade before his downline did. So in other cases, you don't make anything. Here you make 25% of the entries. It doesn't matter which packages, it doesn't matter how many packages. It can be unlimited, it can be as many in the same level. Now let's move to Easy 10. Easy 10 is a forced matrix 3x10. So now suppose if I join the business today and I join 12 people, I sponsor 12 people with my link, bang, I throw it out, 12 people sign up immediately. So I only have 3 spots. So if you look at this diagram here in the right, I only have 3 spots in my matrix at the first level. So the first, second, third will take these positions. The 4th to the 9th will take the second layer position. So for the first 3, what I'm going to make? I'm going to make 50% direct, plus I'm going to make 5% indirect. So in total, for every direct sponsor, you make 55%. Now what happens to the next layer? The 9 people that have come in, they pay you 50% direct and they pay 5% indirect. So again, you make 55%. But the number 1, 2, 3, who really got a spillover from you, also make 5%. Now these 9 people have got position in the matrix below the 3 people above. Now, whatever work these 9 people are going to do below, the 1, 2, and 3 is going to make 5% of everything. Now, the next step that, let's finish this. So this is now numbers put into perspective. So suppose you fill up the entire matrix of 88,000 people and everybody buy the 1,000 Tron step. If you do the calculation of all the steps, you get 572 times 1,000, then you just multiply by 5%, you will get the answer 4.4 million Tron. Now, if the same 88,000 people buy the next step, then you are making 8.8 million Tron. Same people buy all 5 steps, you make 168.20 million Tron. That's literally about $6.5 million in US. And that's only half the matrix filled up. So the remaining 5 still exist. Now, this is really the icing on the cake, which is the upgrade. So we are all building our networks below, so they go deep, 3x10. the system is going to push everybody sideways. How that happens is whatever you buy, you make 10 times, you can make maximum 10 times. As soon as you hit 10 times, the system will suspend you as long as you have not purchased it. But you can definitely upgrade anytime, so you can buy a step additional and the line will keep renewing and refreshing again and again. Now, suppose if the system temporarily suspends you, you reach the limit, then in that window where you are suspended, you will not make anything. The money will get shifted one level up. So automatically, you have to ensure yourself that you are active always, because this is not automatic, as all the payments 100% go to your wallets. So the company or the system cannot be designed in such a way that it can automatically renew you. So the best part is when this renewals takes place, all the commissions, the direct, indirect, everything gets paid off again and again to the sponsor and to all the Matrix guys. So when you reach, when you keep upgrading and buy the last step, which is the 10th one, then you have literally got no limit to earnings from this contract. Because the person who buys the 10th step, automatically it will be free, then it will be absolutely limit free for you to earn. So now you've got two types of people. The ones that have the money, they're just going to buy all the steps out and they have no limit from day one. Or you got people that will come in, they don't have the money, but they are networkers, they want to build. They can come with a small package and progressively they can keep going upwards. And finally, the goal is to take everybody there. So ultimately, if you think about it, all your 88,000 people that come in your matrix, the idea is to take them from a $30 package and make them buy the last one, which is a total of $60,000. Now you just multiply 60,000 times 88 and then 5% of that, that is immense amount of money. And the beauty is that this matrix doesn't finish after 10 levels, because the guys after the 10 levels, we will love to help them as well. Because when we help them, they will have the ones within your matrix to hit 10x. When they hit 10x, they move to the next level up and then you get paid again. So this will be like an ongoing loop that will keep continuing. And I think this is one of the programs where you won't see people jumping from one program to the other every other month or every other week, because you are getting paid deeper than 2 levels. You know, a lot of others, they just pay 2 levels. That's too less. How many directs can you keep recruiting all the time? You can have 50, maybe 100, 200. The best, I think, your onliner can do maybe 1,000, but usually people don't put more than 5 or 10. So if you just work with those numbers and work with a 1x3 duplicating matrix, you can easily fill up the 90,000 mark. And 90,000 is a lot of, it's a very large group to get paid from. And I think this keeps the entire system tied with each other, and it just goes on and on and on and on for a longer period. And to be honest, we also had the platform designed with Ethereum, but because of the gas fees, we had to slow it down, and we actually had to now, very last minute, we had to pull off and delay it for another week. But then we had to switch it to Tron because the gas fees were just not coming down. So believe me, this entire system is completely ready with Ethereum as well. So whenever the gas fees come back in control, this system can just be duplicated on that blockchain too. It's absolutely ready. So,
okay, I have a question on this one. So when people is joining right now with the Tron, and you said after the gas fee will be normal because we know that it's going to be Ethereum 2.0, then after this, when people join with Ethereum, they are also your direct sponsor or not?
That's not possible. That's not possible. It's a new contract, so it will begin all over again.
All over again with the same people you bring in, yes? Okay, perfect.
So you know, the guys, I am a networker myself. I've been working, building again and again. It's so hard that you keep building teams and they get collapsed because of some greedy people out there that come there and scam you. You trust them. All those things happen, you know. It's happened with me. It's happened with everybody around here. But this system cannot scam you at any cost. It's a decentralized system. Once this goes live, even Nick cannot do anything. It's completely something, it's not under his control. And this is what we need. You know, I would want Nick to go ahead and bring new technologies, bring new things, because I think this is a very, very good paying compensation plan and a program that can really last for a longer period. Even the last person in the matrix will get help from 10 levels up with his uplines, because they all benefit. And I think that's really the beauty, you know, no person will be left alone. So really, guys, we are very short time away from the launch. Probably just a few hours. We are really tied up. So just pull up your socks and be ready to be rich, really, because this is going to go like fire. And with people like you, with so much of energy, with so much of potential, I think we are in for a big ride here.
Sure, for sure. Thank you. And I want you to back to the slide because I want to understand very well. Maybe guys, if you don't pick up, it's also going to be for you. That's the second one. The first one we understand is 100, but the second one up here, yes. So then, okay, this is the second one. So I put 1, 2, 3 people, and the next one, if I want to encourage, it's gonna go under the first one.
Yes. So the way the system works is
from left to the right.
Left to the right, yes.
Okay, and then from that on, you can maximize up to 80,000 people. But of course, the bottom line that will upgrade, the higher one will also upgrade, and the money go up to the top.
Absolutely.
Okay. I understand this. Guys, do you have any question on it?
It's looking good so far, Eric. Looking good.
Okay, guys, because I will tell you honestly straight away, for us, the most important is our team, and we want to be 100% safe. So as we discussed before, as soon as you can allow us to give us code and we can send to programmer to verify and everything to do this thing, we will be very happy.
Like they said, half an hour before it launches, they will give us code. So we will have time to verify it. So we will know that they cannot change anything. So that's very good option, right? They are very honest and straightforward with us. So that's a very good solution for the issue that we are facing now, all of people from this Zoom.
So this is good.
I understand. 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gentlemen, if this were a scam, you would know it by tomorrow. It doesn't matter about putting millions of dollars in, so we'll send you the contract.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
Hopefully you're not
out of the system and do this anymore, and only fewer people that can actually do this and get away with it.
I think it's like anything. Yeah, I think it's like anything new. In the very beginning, a lot of people, when they run on the new platforms, they can get away with murder in the beginning. But after a period of time, people get savvy to what's really going on.
Yeah.
And then it's very difficult at that point because people, or it's no different than when you look at crypto and you think of a company like OneCoin that started, a number of years ago before the hundreds of millions, right? And but you can't do something like that would not work today, or at least if a person is going to flip it and not know anything about crypto. Because
those businesses still exist, but they're not going to be online in this way, and they're not going to be decentralized. They're not going to have wallets that allow immediate payment, right? They're just used to a central repository. They normally want to collect your money and keep it, and then decide who they want to pay out. You can't do that in this kind of program.
Nick,
No,
I have maybe one more question regarding this. So we asked this also in the previous smart contracts, the same question. So once you join it, there is a fee 10 times more that you pay for all these 10 levels, or how is it split? This is go to one account, and the one account is distributed in the smart contract to 10 levels. Can you tell me how this is built?
It's the immediate people. It's like if you get paid, let's say you join the last guy, the guy above you, whether it's a spillover, whether it's a direct, indirect, does not matter. It's the straight 10 levels, or you can say straight 10 layers, because levels can be misunderstood. That if I sponsor somebody right from the top 50 levels down, that's my first level. No, it doesn't work like that. It's immediate 10 layers that will get paid. One person every layer.
It's going to 10 different wallets, right? So
10 different wallets, yes.
So it has to be bigger than normal transaction, one transaction, right?
Fee.
Anyway, it's small on Tron blockchain.
Tron is nothing.
It's nothing, but it has to.
We just want to understand the system, because, for example, in Forsage, why is the big gas fee? Because every transaction going to one wallet and one wallet sent to the user. It's not going directly peer-to-peer to the wallet. So my question is like this.
That's always the same way, Eric. What happens is, I'll explain you technically why that happens.